Hey, welcome to Filler. I'm Joe.
And I'm Steve.
And this is the place on the internet where we talk about things that fill our cup as people and as creatives. Spindulous? How are you doing?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good. So you're hearing a lot of new voices and old voices right now. We also have Vince back.
Hi.
How are you, Vince?
I'm good.
And we have Thomas here.
Hello.
How are you doing, Thomas?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Really good. This is our first two-guest episode.
It is.
And it's
Our first
all the LVP
full
boys
band,
band.
episode.
Yeah.
This is what we're pivoting to now.
Yeah. Yeah, if
The
the whole
band doesn't-
music thing doesn't work out, we'll just do a podcast.
Much
Let's
easier
do an
to
actual
make a
play.
podcast than an EP.
You guys have to pay me to edit this. This is gonna be a lot.
This is going to be an 8-hour episode.
This is officially, Thomas, your filler episode.
Yes.
Because we had Vince a couple of weeks ago. But we brought him back because this is kind of semi-filler. It kind of touches on what you talked about a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Tell us what fills your cup, Thomas.
It's D&D. That's what we're doing. It's D&D 5e. Yeah, I was sort of contemplating what kind of thing I wanted to do and actually trying to consider what does fill my cup. And I'm sort of in a place right now where I'm not consuming a whole lot of media, honestly. I was in film school in college and I was real, into that. And then, throughout my 20s, moved to New York and just over time got disillusioned with like the film industry and everything, and just kind of my interest just kind of shifted to music. That's like how I came back to drumming, and I'm drumming with LVP, and I just found myself being drawn to D&D shows. So I thought instead of like making y'all watch like a 3-hour thing to like a 3-hour episode of a D&D show where you only get like a little bit into the narrative, we could just play ourselves and then maybe talk about it. So yeah, D&D is what's filling my cup these days.
Cool. Why?
It's maybe has like challenged my conception of like what a story can be, where there's less of a intention like to start with, and it's about like a collaborative storytelling experience, and it's like a mixture of a game with like a story and everything, and it's a way to connect with your friends in a way that's like outside of a lot of the technology that can be sort of complicated and maybe upsetting depending on like what you're doing. Yeah, it's just kind of fun to like have your friends over, get some beers, and like be present together, interacting not through a screen unless you're playing on Zoom, which is fine.
I feel like there's a little bit of crossover there with music.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, definitely.
There's like some improvisation that you got to do. And
yeah, and like even just like a weekly like we meet up.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty huge to be able to have in-person things and like create together. And yeah, you're like riffing off of what other people are doing, and allows you to sort of think about things creatively in a way that you wouldn't if it was just you.
Yeah. And so you're going to be DMing us today, right?
Yes.
So this is something that I was reading up about, and there's a comic writer, Kieran Gillen, who's very into like Dungeons and Dragons and tabletops and whatnot. He did Die, that Colin McClutchy talked about. Yeah. Is this an American English thing where like DM is American and GM is English? Because that's what I've been seeing.
Oh.
Like there's Dungeon Master and Games Master.
Yeah, I think my understanding of it is that DM is D&D specific because it's Dungeons and Dragons,
okay.
and GMs are more general because there's other types of tabletop roleplay games that aren't necessarily focused on dungeons, so it's just the game master is like the running.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think I understand it to be a sort of like spelling thing like overseas.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was like an extra U or
yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're leading us. So whenever you're ready, feel free to take it away.
Cool. Okay, let's just do it, I guess. We all feel good?
Let's do this.
Okay, cool. We'll start with the sounds of worn horseshoes clopping down a beaten dirt path. I wrote a little something. Dappled sunlight peeks through the leaves and branches of the swaying forested canopy above. These woods have seen many adventurers travel down this very path, and it pays no mind to our 3 heroes that travel its path now. Your adventures thus far have left you weary and short on provisions. The sun is starting to peak, or the opposite of peak. The starting to go down past the horizon. The dark is coming. Your horses trudge forward, hoping to come across somewhere friendly to rest and refuel. So yeah, you're sort of in this dense wood, and you've been traveling for days, and you know that you're sort of in this part of the world that is in between like larger bastions of civilization. You're sort of like really out in the middle of nowhere, and just hoping that you don't have to camp out just under the stars tonight because you don't have any food, provisions. Your horses need water. And yeah, so atop these horses, we see our three heroes. Does anyone want to describe their character first? Or should we roll for it?
Ooh. Let's roll for it.
All right, everyone roll me a d20.
17.
14.
6.
All right. Vince, go for it. What does your character look like, and sort of what is their vibe?
Okay, so my character is named Zephyra Brywell. She is a half elf rogue. She's kind of knackered after being on a horse for I guess days. I don't know. I can't even tell. The days have been melting, and my hair is just a jet black down to my shoulders. My eyes are bloodshot. My skin is just like a blotchy white from the elements. I'm wearing just typical rogue gear, just leather, too hot for, it's just too hot for, anything else to wear, but I persist with my leather, with my leather.
I persist with my leather. You're always saying that.
Yeah, I am. I'm suffering for fashion. Yeah, I'm just like, these two fucking oafs who are accompanying me. Where can we go? I'm tired. Where should we go, guys?
So Zephyra is getting fed up a bit as you trudge through these woods. Steve, what about you? What does your character look like? And how are they feeling?
My name is Spindulous Driftvale, but the few enemies that have lived to tell tales of my might know me as the Spindrift. The men of the Driftvale lineage have a proud and tragic legacy: to die in combat to save the lives of the weak and the innocent. Unfortunately, I was the first in my family to witness my father's heroic demise as he saved our family from a raid on our estate. Originally raised to be a paladin, I fled my life of nobility to train alone in the wilderness, forever hunting the raiders that changed my life forever. Kill after kill, I am still no closer to what will bring me ultimate peace, my own selfless sacrifice. In my travels, I have found no companionship among any verbal creature. I instead prefer the company of wolves, some who I have found separated from their packs, others that have welcomed me as one of their own. I wear the pelt of an alpha that died protecting his pack from hunters. Now I have two fathers that I carry with me wherever I go.
I turn to Harry and, oh God, he's doing it again. The dragon guy is doing it again.
Thomas, you said if we feel uncomfortable, we could stop, right?
I did, yeah.
Oh, and I'm a silver dragon with red eyes, if that means anything.
A dragonborn atop this horse, sort of quietly monologuing to himself, perhaps.
Oh, was that all out loud?
He's doing it again.
Mumbling about his two fathers again.
Hey, don't. There's nothing wrong with having two fathers.
I didn't say anything. We're not talking about that.
Yeah, hey. Great. No, that's great. Cool. So, and then atop a third, perhaps struggling horse is Joe's character. What's your guy like?
So my name is Harryon, and don't have a last name, and that's something I struggle with. So that weighs on me like I weigh on this horse because I'm a Goliath. And I generally don't trust the people that I'm with, that I'm around. I don't know them that well, but I also don't know myself that well. So I also struggle trusting myself and seeing where I go. They don't really feel comfortable sharing why I'm on this road with them. but I feel like I'm supposed to be. So I just go with them, and we'll see where that takes me. Hopefully where I'm supposed to go. But I agree. That fucking dragon needs to shut up.
Yeah, what the fuck? Every 20 hours.
20 hours?
20 hours.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Feels like 20 minutes. Oh, wait, he can hear us.
Good.
Are you whispering about me again?
No.
Yes.
Hey, Harrion, your horse looks pretty beat there. We should hurry up
Spindulus is
to.
about to get beat.
You think you're a man, but you are a boy.
You need a third father.
You think you are a man. Fucking Bane.
This is what it's
Should I
like.
do that voice instead?
So you're this close. You should.
Oh, yes, Harriet. What is that? This is audio. What are you doing?
He puts his fingers on the guy's. He goes,
Oh, do you feel in charge? Yeah.
Oh my
We're doing
gosh.
physical comedy on the pod.
Yeah.
Okay, so these three outcasts, seemingly, who maybe don't get along that well, trudging down this path into the thickening woods. I will say before we continue, or I guess as we continue, you're going deeper into these woods. You know, you're not lost. You're not literally nowhere. You are on an adventurer's path, but it's just known to be a tough one. And as your horses trudge on ever slower, and the darkness of the sun disappearing behind the horizon is gaining on you, Zephyra,
Yes.
your mind begins to wander to a specific memory.
Oh.
And this is something I've asked the boys here to prepare ahead of time. What are you thinking about? What are you reminiscing on?
Well, Zephyra, she thinks to a time many moons ago when she was back in the Menagerie Coast. That is where I was raised. My mother is a elf from Gordon, while my father was a human, a port official from Port Damali. And they are part of the political, scene, I guess, in the Menagerie Coast, and they were propping me up to be some sort of, government official. But then one memory that keeps coming back was when I saw a pirate ship off the Damali coast massacre the innocent bystanders of the merchants, the townsfolk. And I was lucky enough to escape, but I saw that night the carnage. I saw people torn to shreds by these people, these savages who came into our land, and it always I'm suffering from the survivor's guilt that I felt that I could have helped them, and I should have, but for some reason something was telling me to just keep running.
Okay. So your memory finds you on the streets of this village, you said, or town?
Yeah, coast, or like Port Town.
Port Town.
Yeah.
As the townsfolk around you all sort of realize the attackers coming in, everyone turns tail and starts running, and you, unknowing what this danger is, you begin to follow them as arrows and cannonballs begin pelting the town. You're seeing people get hit all around you. You're seeing pirates popping out, chasing people down.
Oh yes, it was horrible.
And you have this affinity for being able to hide, being able to be stealthy. And you turn down an alleyway and you see a place to hide. You duck under some barrels or whatever, and you see people running by. You see people being felled by these pirates around you.
Yeah,
but you're so good at hiding, you're able to stay safe until this one pirate walking. Everyone else is running. All the other pirates are chasing the other townsfolk. All the townsfolk are running. This pirate is walking slowly, confidently.
Oh no.
That's your character voice?
Yes.
And he stops at the intersection of the street he's on and your alleyway. And he turns and looks you dead in the eyes, in the cracks of the barrel. Cocks his head, says, I see you. And then looks forward and runs off. And you snap back to yourself.
And I just like bail. Or I just,
Great. So you're sort of reflecting on the horrors that happened that day while you're
yes.
in this wood. Spindulous. Your mind begins to wander on this path as well. What memory are you thinking about?
I remember the day that my father took me through the great hall of the Driftvale Manor. We were up in the mountains, and oh, how we thought we were safe. But no, on a peaceful morning, he walked me through and showed me the arms and armaments of all the great Driftvale men that came before him, each of them having died in previous wars throughout the land. And I looked to him. I was but barely older than a hatchling. And I said, Papa, if all the greatest Driftvale men have died, why are you alive? And he said, excuse me, I'm trying to
The
give my
papa really
backstory.
got
This
Vince.
is very serious, Zephyr. What the fuck?
Yes. And he said, because I have chosen to value life over death, to bring new life into the world and raise you to be a great warrior, not to throw your life away in violence, but to show what you could achieve with the life that you have. And then the fires came. Us being a proud silver dragonborn family, we have resistance to the coldest temperatures, but we cannot bear the flames. A flying ship came in above, and here we thought we were so safe, so high in the mountains, but no, we would never think to look up. They rained fire down upon us, trapping us within the manor. I saw my mother and my younger brother, Hespin, trapped beneath burning rubble. My father, he used his immense strength to lift the burning planks off of them and get them to safety as the rest of the manor collapsed around him. From that day, all I could think was, if I were only older, my wings could have grown in. I could have flown up to the attackers. I could have done something. But no, now all I can think is that my father brought this upon himself by breaking our honored lineage. And now I know that I must finish the Driftvale legacy and die nobly.
In reflecting on this memory, your mind goes back to the moment just before the fires came, just before the attacks, the alarms were sounded. You're with your father, and you're with your mother and your brother. And your father, whose name is?
Spincolio.
Yes, Spincolio, looks at you. Look, Spindulous, I get that we have like a long lineage of like dying honorably or whatever the fuck.
Papa, why are you talking like that?
This is how I talk. You choose to talk like that. your little brother goes, yeah, we talk like this.
I'm ashamed of you all.
Look, I get you want to uphold the whole lineage of the thing, and like your grandfather was really into it and he died in battle and all that. I just think it's a little outdated, a little antiquated. And I'm just like wondering, maybe you don't need to die
But then what is the point of life?
to live, right?
None of us ask to be here. Even amidst all this opulence, I feel nothing but despair at the thought of knowing that my life means nothing without providing opportunities for others.
Yeah, but if the only way for you to achieve meaning in your life is to end it, you're not even around to understand the meaning. I'm just like, I feel like you're a kind of an intense kid, and I get that. I think that's great. I love that you're passionate. I'm just asking you to maybe consider another way. And as he says that, the alarms go up and the fires descend upon your manor.
It's weird. That's not how I remembered it.
Spincolio running for mayor of New York City.
Spindrew Cuomo.
Spindrew Cuomo.
It's a new emo band that's coming like that.
Spindrew Cuomo. God. Okay. Yeah, you sort of cock your head to the side as you remember this memory and sort of think about how your dad was kind of a weird guy. Great, yeah. And Harry on, as you're burdening this horse, where is your mind?
So this is something that I struggle with because when I think too much about before, my head hurts. So I have less of a memory, but I have more of feelings. And what I feel is cold. What I feel is thin air. So I think I was in the mountains. And I think it was a small town because I don't feel like there was a lot of space for me, that I took up a lot of space like I am on this horse. And in the cold, I was comfortable. I must have had at least 3 wolf pelts to cover my body, more than 2.
Famously, 3 is more than 2.
And it was comfortably cold. One day, it got too cold. And that's where my memory comes in and hurts more and fractures more. And so I think there was an avalanche. I think it took out my town. I think it took out the woman that I loved. The only thing that I have with me is this black nail that I wear. When I touch it on my chest, on a necklace, it's cold, but I feel warm. And so when I feel warm, I feel like I'm thinking of her, but I don't know. I'm not sure. And that's all I feel I can say.
So you're thinking about this memory almost like trying to construct it or reconstruct it, trying to find the details of it in your mind. And this is maybe this is an actual part of this memory. Maybe this is something you've since written in your head and you're unable to distinguish if it actually happened or if you made it up or just wanted it to happen. In your mind's eye, you see this nail being presented to you by a delicate hand.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a voice in your head attached to the hand, but you can't see any more than the hand. Here, take this. Something to remember me by. This winter will be colder, but as long as you have this, you'll be all right. The avalanche, the snow billows up, shrouds the hand in a white powder, a white fuzz, as it does your mind. And that's all you're able to really remember. And you whoosh, back to this moment. The horse is like, great, cool.
The horse is like on the verge. We gotta find somewhere.
We could have remembered this on our feet.
While we're on horses.
I propose 2 options. We either eat the horse or we eat Harry-on.
I didn't say out loud before, but I feel like I used to have more wolf pelts than he does.
Wait a minute. Is that Brutus?
Is this what?
You son of a bitch.
It was a valiant try. He earned it, and he thanked me for it.
Oh my God, these 2 fucking guys.
You will
Every
know
couple moons.
no hell like the cold that I will bring upon you. You will wish for the avalanche that gave you the amnesia that everybody seems to have in these stories.
I feel like I'm traveling with a bard troupe.
Can you speak up, please?
What?
If you've got something to say, will you speak up?
Yeah, okay.
As the bickering flares up a little bit, you begin to see in the trees ahead a structure coming up on the side of the path. At first, it looks like a wrecked wagon that like one might use to transfer goods across the land, and then you see another one, and you see another one, and as you round this little bend and get a full picture of this big structure, sort of like built into the ground, into a huge tree, all this gnarled wood and broken wheels. It's this big structure, like building made out of all of these crashed out wagons. And you might realize that this point is about where any travelers all sort of like their wagon breaks down or their horses die or whatever. And this is like the farthest you can go away from wherever the nearest city is without everything going wrong. So they've made this building out of all of the wreckage, and it's like essentially like a rest stop for travelers. You see a big sign on it that says Lower Midwest Sword Coast Depot and Outpost. And this is something you like would maybe have encountered in your travels. It's just a place to sort of like sleep for the night, restock, get a meal, and you approach that. Yeah.
Oh, yes, civilization. Let's go. Where should we go, guys? Where should we go?
I need to eat.
I'm pretty parched as well.
I don't trust this place. If only there was some kind of, I don't know, intelligence check or something I could do.
Yeah, sure. As you approach, you can roll perception or investigation or maybe insight, whichever you want to do. You might get different information.
13.
Is that what you rolled?
Or no, I have senses 13. I don't know how to play this game. Oh, yeah, I have investigation +3.
Okay, great. So roll a 20-sided dice and add that to it.
4.
4 plus 3. Okay, you get a 7. You have a feeling of unease, but you're unable to place it. You're unable to place what about this, aside from just like being a new situation that you're in, is really putting you in that sense. So, yeah, you're just kind of like, all right, cool. Does anybody else want to roll anything?
I got +4 history.
We do history. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Give me a history check.
20.
Nat 20.
Oh.
plus 4. Yeah, not that it. Okay.
Okay. Okay, cool. So maybe you have heard of this place before.
Seems familiar.
Like, you know that this kind of place exists, just a place to restock, and maybe you've heard of or been to this one before. You know that it's just like a normal place, like nothing about it looks kind of suspicious or anything. And you also know that it is run by an older couple named named Oriola and Jorston. You know it's run by them, and you know that they're just like a nice, sweet old couple.
Would I know like how long this place has been? Has it been like is it a recent thing, or has it been?
No, I think this is like an old establishment.
Like years or like?
Yeah, like you're a half elf. I think it would have been around for like your whole life.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, cool. So you approach and you see through the windows. It looks like there's a tavern right on the inside with a fire in the hearth. And you see a few figures in there, which you imagine are just Oriola and Jorston and the other workers, maybe some travelers, and it all looks copacetic to you.
I think this will do. What do you think, guys?
I suppose.
Tarion, do you want to roll anything? Investigation, insights?
Yeah, I would actually like to sneak in if I could.
You want to sneak
and
in?
check in on those guys.
Okay, cool. Give me a stealth check.
18 and 4 is 22.
Okay, nice. This huge guy somehow is incredibly stealthy. As he gets off the horse, and the horse goes, oh.
I feel like this is becoming a fat phobic.
It's not.
It's not. It's just
The horse is just skinny from also being underfed.
So as Harryon is putting his little plan in action, do y'all want to stay back or just go in as he stealths?
I want a beer.
You just want a beer?
What do you think?
I think I'm going to build a fire outside.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So you all get off your horses. Spindulus just begins collecting kindling.
Wait, do I have some?
Maybe.
Let me see.
I mean, we're next to the woods. We could just...
Zephyra just begins walking in, just like casually, and being a rogue, you just walk in and just this huge barbarian just goes shh and starts tiptoeing towards the door. You dodge the light coming out of the windows from the hearth, and you're I'll say before Zephyra's goes up, you go ahead a little bit and you're able to put an ear up to the door and like kind of get a bead on what's going on. And so you look in and you see a very old dwarven woman who, like when people sort of get shorter as they age, and dwarves are already quite short. This old woman is like 2 feet tall. She's just like, and hunched over down to 1.5 feet. And she's standing on top of a table, trying to sort of like seemingly rouse this group of haggard-looking people that look like they work here. You see someone like wearing an apron as if they're the cook. You see someone who appears to be the bartender, and you hear this woman who you assume to be Oriola. She goes, "All right, well, I know things are kind of scary around here, but like, we just got to keep our spirits up and like just keep trudging on, and everything's going to be okay. We may get attacked again, but we have security measures in place." And she, from behind her, pulls out a crossbow that is somehow like 3 times bigger than her body. It's like, "We'll be fine. This was down in the basement last time we got attacked. I got it out now. So like everything's okay." And you see the staff that she's talking to, just they don't look too convinced. And actually, while you're like watching their response, why don't you give me an insight roll?
12 and 1 is 13.
Okay. You just kind of see that they just look like weary and tired, and like they've been through a lot, and that this old lady's trying to keep morale up, but maybe not being that successful. But you do see, a pot on for some food, and you see casks of ale behind the bar, and that's all you get from your stealth, I would say.
Do I hear this, or only?
I would say only Harryon does at this point. But you're walking in. You just want to go in.
I just go in, order myself a beer, and then excuse myself.
And I call from outside, "Hey, can you bring me a mug as well?"
Fuck you. I mouth that through the window. I don't know you. Get your own beer.
Give me a survival check to see how well you make your fire.
Okay. 17 plus 3.
Nice. A dirty 20, as they might say. You make fire, and you're just posted up near this this restaurant and bar.
I prefer it out here.
Right. Cool. So when Zephyra goes in and you open the door, everyone starts and is like, "Oh!" And you immediately have a huge crossbow pointed at your head. Who are you?
We're just. I just want to drink. What's with this attitude?
Okay. Why, you're just a traveler?
I'm just a traveler. I need a drink. What's with this crossbow? It's been a long day.
Been a long day for us too. Okay. You're not the only one with long days. Everyone has their own experience. Little lady.
Okay, is this like a public?
I call from outside.
Is this like
not the giant? He has amnesia.
She looks over and sees you peeking in through the window. What the fuck is going on? Why don't you give me you can do like persuasion or intimidation.
my charisma is like low. I have a deception though.
Are you lying to her?
Yeah.
You actually didn't have a long day.
No, I mean like, yeah. No, I mean I could lie for like, just say like, oh, we're just officials doing our rounds.
Okay, cool. Give me deception.
Oh my God. 5 plus 1, 6.
She narrows her eyes. Why lie?
I don't, like I said, it's been a long day.
Again, I don't really care.
Okay, is this like a public is this like a public establishment or something, or do you want me to leave? Because I could just leave.
You're right. I sort of forgot that we are like open to the public.
Yeah,
I just
like, what is this? What is this, man?
Okay, it's just you came in kind of hot. I guess I pointed a weapon at you.
Okay, how about you put your crossbow, your whatever down?
What happened?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Who are you? I'm sorry, what? Are you inside?
You're in the doorway.
Please come over here. You're crouching so low, but you're still taller than me. Can you just come over? What happened to me? What happened to
you? You said it was a long day.
Look, I feel like I was doing a voice initially for this character, and then it's kind of fallen by the way.
You went to Tommy Wiseau for a second if you want to do that.
Wow. What was that? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. This is just kind of like your dad's character.
Spincolio.
Crazy. Spincolio is so crazy. Okay, look. We've had some bandit activity, some raiders. Okay, we're
My
the
head
only
pops up. Raiders.
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming in.
Okay. You know what? Okay, fine. Where are my manners? I am running this establishment. Spikes. Let's get these people some drinks, some food, and let's talk about our long days together, okay?
That's all we ask.
Okay, great.
I slowly put my daggers on the table, put my crossbow on the table.
Great. And you see this like super lanky young guy with like Liberty Spike hair, just like insanely gelled hair, brings you each a pot of stew and a brew.
Much obliged.
Yeah, no problem. Handing you each one, and he just sort of slips back behind the bar again. Okay, look, what voice am I doing? Oriola. Okay, look, I'm not a voice actor. I'm not even a DM. I'm just doing this. I'm doing this because you asked me to be on the podcast. I'll be real with you if you'll be real with me. We're a little jumpy around here because there have been raiders, and they took my husband. Well, they took his body. My husband, Jorston, he died. Like,
oh no, sorry to hear.
It's okay. We're both insanely old. It was bound to happen.
You don't look you don't look older than, I don't know. I'm not gonna finish that.
I was gonna make you roll deception again.
Yeah, I know. You look great.
Roll deception. She does not look great.
Wait, do you want? Okay, I'll do it. 17 plus 1, 18.
Oh my God, thank you. Literally no one ever says that.
Well, okay.
My husband died, and we had a ceremony for him. It was all very touching. And then seemingly because of that, the raiders came out of the woods, attacked us, and just dragged his corpse out into the woods. And we haven't seen them since. We have no way of knowing what they did with him, why they took him. And it was really scary, honestly. So sorry about the whole back and forth about the long day.
Okay,
you must understand.
No, hey, listen, we're I hear you.
Appreciate that.
But I just don't like weapons on my face. That's it.
And that's fair. That's
okay. Cool. Good.
And you guys are.
Was there anything special about your husband?
There was a lot special about him.
That raiders would want?
And he was kind and caring to me. I don't imagine that's why they took him. I really have no idea.
Does he have any enemies?
No, I mean we're just out here serving the travelers along the path. I don't know why. We get raiders every so often, just trying to steal our shit, but not like Jorston.
Yeah, steal a whole dead body.
Steal a whole guy. But what about you? What's up with your long days?
My name is Spindulous Driftveil.
He's doing it again.
But the few enemies that have lived to tell tales of my might.
He's here to fix his daddy problems.
Zephyrus is drinking.
We get that a lot.
Yeah,
we get that a lot with the travelers.
Must be hard without Jorston here. Maybe Jorston could have spoken to him. Made him feel a little better.
Yeah.
Did Jorston died nobly?
He sort of passed away of natural causes. He was 280 years old.
There is no natural way to die.
His heart failed.
Then he was weak.
Okay, I'm sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about
That's
your
actually
loss.
really nice.
Yeah.
You just said he was weak, and then you said it would be nice if he was here. As if
these
I didn't fucking know that.
I'm gonna level with you. Just because we're in the same proximity, I don't know the dragon guy and the big guy. They're both pretty big.
So you're asking me to judge you separately from them.
Yeah, but begrudgingly, we're a trio.
Yeah, how did that happen, by the way? Why don't you give the long backstory as to how these three unlikely people came together?
Well, in my years of being a criminal in the Menagerie Coast, it occurred to me that there that their goals didn't really align to mine, and I went for a clean break. For years, I have ventured off to do numerous jobs, usually as a lone wolf, but it's really hard out there. It's really hard out there. So I placed an ad on the local tavern.
So you're like a Craigslist.
Yeah, it was literally
party.
just like, hey, looking.
Some criminal.
Well,
Real selective.
What?
Real selective of choosing who you're going to be with. You don't even know the Dragonborn. You don't know me.
I mean, you were the only two that answered the ad.
Yeah.
At the tavern.
Mm.
And what were your motivations for answering the ad?
I wish I could tell you.
Yeah, okay.
The ad said lone wolf. I mean, what?
Oh, and you
No,
have
I
wolf
am a
thing.
lone wolf.
Two. He has two. Very famously two. Two
Right.
wolf belts.
What are you talking about?
notice three
I only have
on
the
you.
one.
You said two.
I did not. All right, from the beginning. My name is Spindulous Driftvale.
In this moment.
As he's monologuing, I explained that. Yeah, no, like just ad tavern. These two.
Tavern ad.
Tavern ad.
That'll
Yeah.
happen. That'll happen.
Tavern space. Yeah.
Well, hopefully you all sort of figure out your group dynamic because I'm seeing a lot of clashing heads, which can be fine. But who am I to say? I just missed Jorston. So as you sit there and eat your stew and have your brews, you look around. You see the other people here. There's you see Spikes, who's back there tending to the food. You see a short halfling woman behind the bar, slinging out drinks. You see this one guy in the corner who's just drunk and kind of looks like he's about to pass out. And Oriel is most of us here are staff. This guy, he's a traveler, but then he just kind of got drunk and never left, and he's been here for 3 years. He's not on the payroll or anything, so don't mind
He
him.
does it for free?
I mean, he just sits there for free. He doesn't do any work. I guess we give him food for free, but I don't know. And this guy is just fully passed out. And with that, why doesn't everybody roll a perception check?
5 total.
10.
10 is the highest. Okay.
We both had 10?
Cool. This happens, and you have no idea that it's about to happen. The windows crash in from the outside of the bar. You see these little goblin raiders, these little green humanoid creatures. I mean, these aren't alien creatures to you. You're aware of goblins in this world. They crash through the windows and brandish their swords at you. Everyone roll initiative.
Yes.
6.
10 total.
Plus 1, so 7.
11.
Okay, hold on to those numbers.
So far, the only thing I've done well was build a fire.
Hell
Useful.
yeah.
What was your number?
11.
11. What was your number?
10.
10. And your number?
7.
7. Okay. Okay, so first to act is these goblins. They all spin move in and tactical roll across the ground. Ah, ah, ah. And you see this
fucking
one.
goblins again.
This one is over by that the drunken guy in the corner. This goblin throws this net at the drunken man in the corner of the tavern, and it wraps itself around him. And the goblin grabs him and begins dragging him back towards the window that he jumped through. And that's that goblin's turn. Next will be Harriet.
Am I near that goblin?
You're all in the middle of the room. You're each near one goblin, and I'll roll a luck check to see if that's the one that you're near. You are not near that one. I mean, it's not the one that's near you. You see another goblin that's rearing up, looking at you like, "I'm gonna fight you, bitch."
Okay, I'll attack the fight.
Well, I mean, you can still run. They're not up in your face. You won't take an opportunity attack by running away from this one. You just have to use your movement to get over to the other one.
Okay. Then I would want to move over to the other one.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Cool. You run up to this other goblin that has this guy in a net. What would you like to do?
Attack him.
Cool. Give me an attack roll. So you roll your d20, and you'll add whatever it is you have, your +4. Roll d20, add 4, and we'll see if it hits this goblin.
12.
12 total?
Mm-hmm.
That misses, unfortunately. You see this goblin is incredibly nimble and just sidesteps your weapon, your Morning Star. Is that
My hammer.
Your hammer. Great. Do you have any bonus actions or anything? Oh, do you want to go into a rage?
Sure.
I mean, you don't have to, but...
Yeah, but I want to.
Great. So you go into a rage, you swing this goblin, your hammer crashes into the ground next to it as it sidesteps, and you just rear back. And gain even another inch in your height and just have this angry aura about you. Is there anything else you want to do? I don't know that you have anything else.
No, that's it.
Great. Next is
Zephyrah.
Zephyrah. I keep wanting to say Zephyrah. I don't know why.
Or you could, Zephyrah and some Zephyrah to me. Can I roll a stealth?
Yeah, definitely. You want to hide as your bonus action?
Yeah. Do I have to roll for that? Or
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Give me a stealth check.
10 plus 7.
17.
17.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you are hidden.
Okay.
You disappear under the table that you were all eating at.
Cool. Can I inch or is that all my movement? Or
no, you still have movement.
okay. Can I go towards the guy with the goblin with the guy in the net?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Am I close to that, or do I have movement for that?
I think you successfully. You know what? No, I'll let your stealth check account for this.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go over to it.
Okay, cool. So I'm just by there, and then I think that's it for. I don't have a. Yeah, that's it.
You can attack.
Can I attack?
Yeah. You've used your movement and you've used your bonus action.
Oh
to
yeah,
hide.
and I haven't used my. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
You can use your action to attack, and you'll have advantage on this because you're hidden.
Oh fuck yeah! So yeah, I'll just take out my dagger. 13 plus 5, that's 18.
That'll hit.
Yes.
Nice.
1.
And you get you can add your sneak attack damage to that.
Oh, what is that? So what's sorry? What is
No,
that?
no, it's fine. So whatever your normal dagger damage is, which I think will be a D4,
D4, yeah.
and then your sneak attack I think will be an additional D6.
Oh shit. Okay, so I add the total of those two.
Yes, and then whatever I think you have, your normal dagger is a D4 plus like
D4 plus 3.
3. Yeah, okay.
So
So you'll
3
do a D4, a D6, and add 3 to that, and that'll be your damage.
Okay, so 1 plus 3 is 4 plus a D6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck yeah, 6.
Nice.
Cool.
6 plus 6,
Yes.
12. There it is. Nice.
Oh, I like playing a rogue now.
Yeah, rogues are fun.
Like trying out like a new mecha, you know? Or like a new car.
Yeah.
So you do 12 damage to this guy.
Oh.
You fuck him up.
Nice.
You appear out of the shadows behind him and slash him with your dagger, and he goes,
Down.
yeah, and he fucking hates that. And it is anything else on your turn?
I can't disengage, right?
No.
No, okay.
Not
I'm
this.
good.
Yeah, great.
Good.
So Harion and Zephyrah. Now the next step is to say it right and then not call attention to it at all. Y'all are up in the mix with that one goblin that has the net. And next is Vingilis.
Is there anyone I can save?
Only yourself, brother. I mean, you can. You can also run up to this goblin that has the guy in the net. There's also now 3 other goblins, probably all looking at you because the other 2 guys ran over. So you're no one's in melee range with you right now. I mean, you could run up to anybody, but there are 3 goblins like eyeing you down, like they're going to attack you.
How far are each of them from me?
I'll say they're all like 10 feet away.
Okay. I think I have like 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Are they approaching me as well? Are they,
they haven't moved yet. It looks like they're about to maybe all take off and attack you.
Then I go to the closest one
Great.
and attack.
Great. Is there a benefit in your rage? Do you get like, Does that help with your attacks? I think it's just
Yes, it does.
Okay, maybe if you could go into a rage first.
I would love to.
Yes. So you also grow an inch and have an angry aura about you as you approach one of these goblins, and you can take a swing if you like with your weapon.
So I've moved 10 feet, and I have 20 left.
Yes.
Okay.
And
then
you can swing with your great axe, which will be a d20 plus 4.
11.
11 total.
15 total.
Oh, great. Cool. You run up and slash into this goblin. Roll your damage, which will be the 12-sided one. Yes. You'll roll that and add 2.
9 plus 2 is 11.
Nice. You do some serious damage to this guy as well. Like the goblin with the net, this goblin hisses at you and it looks like real fucked up, but does not die. Anything else? I don't think you have anything else you can do on your turn.
I'm just going to move on to the next one.
Now that you are up and engaged with this one, you just attacked. If you move away, it'll get an attack on you.
Then I won't.
I mean, you can if you want.
You'll just get it. You'll get damage.
You do have resistance to damage, but severe rage. Up to you. You can also move at the beginning of your next turn to go over to the next one to hit it.
Would you still have attack of opportunity then, or
potentially? I think you might surmise that these other goblins are about to run up on you.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll stay put then.
Okay. So Spindulus, you're about to get 2 attacks at you from these goblins. They have these little like scimitar-style swords. These like sharp and jagged short swords. And what is there? 2 attacks come in. Let's see. Does a 8 hit you? Probably not. What is your AC?
For those at home, Vince is just going through my sheet for me. Oh, armor class 13.
Great. So the first one misses, and the second one is a 10, which also misses. So these two swords dink off your wolf pelt.
It's the man underneath.
And I will say, actually, that this remaining goblin that hasn't taken any damage is going to run over to his friend with the net, which means that he will take an opportunity attack from you, so you can swing again.
Okay.
Yeah, so roll me another d20 and add your...
what was it, plus 4 to that?
Yeah, great X.
Oh, great X. Abilities. Oh, that's inventory. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, it is plus 4.
It is plus 4. Okay.
Yeah.
11 again, plus 4, 15.
Great, you hit this one as well. So roll your 12 and add 2.
2.
Nice.
So 4 total.
Great. Okay. So this one takes a hit.
Wait, does the rage do any more to it?
I don't believe so.
Okay. And what's the benefit of the rage?
You have advantage on strength checks or something, and you also take half damage.
Oh, okay.
Which you haven't been hit yet, so that hasn't come into play, but you have a lot of damage resistance. So this one is going to run over to you. You're over by the net goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what... Ooh. 21.
Well, you hit.
That hits. You look like you're about to you're like, well, I actually have a double shield.
I am still enraged, though.
Yes. Okay. So you'll take half of this damage, which is this 5 damage, which rounds down to 2, I believe. In 5e, you round down. So you take 2 damage from this guy. He runs over. He runs away from Spindulus, who slices him in the back. He's like, oh, fuck, and then runs over to you. And then swings at you and just kind of nicks your arm. He's like, oh, my God, that was so fucking stupid. Why did I do that?
You got hit.
And then it goes back around to this goblin with the net, who's surrounded, but he wants to take this guy. So I'm going to say... he uses his action to disengage, and he's going to do a strength check to sort of hoist this drunk man in the net, out the window. And you can see he is not very strong looking, but he gets a 16. So I will say he successfully is able to sort of like, he does it in this like really nimble way where you're unable to like actually get a swing on him. And he's just kind of like, oh, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. And then he like climbs over the windowsill and then like drags the guy. And now they're outside. And he's able to move about 20 feet away from the tavern with this guy. Actually, with the guy, I'll say 10. He's going half speed. And that's that goblin's turn. Back to Harryon. So now you're standing by this window, and this specific goblin with the net is outside, and there's these 3 other remaining goblins.
And I can see outside the window.
Yes.
Okay, I want to cloud jaunt outside the window to the goblin.
What is cloud jaunt?
I can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. I can see.
Whoa.
What?
That's sick as fuck. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So
Did you know he could do that?
No.
he's able to teleport, but he's still making that horse carry him all that time.
I'm so sneaky too.
Although, yeah, it does explain the stealth.
The horse sees you from like the stable or whatever. And he's like, what the fuck?
He's shaking his head at me.
It's like, you could have done that the entire time.
Thank you. Cool. That's insane. So you almost just like let this goblin like kind of like break a sweat trying to climb out the window, and you're just watching it like, yeah, buddy. And then you just teleport right next to him. You teleport above him with your hammer, and you swing down on him. Yeah, assuming that's what you want to do.
I was actually going to ask if I could rip open the net.
Yes, you can attack the net.
Okay.
And you would surmise that it's probably easy to attack. It'll take your action to attack it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how you would break this net, would be with your weapon.
Okay. Yeah.
Which, you can do. Give me an attack roll.
13 total.
Yeah, cool. That hits. You're able to hit this net with a hammer, and it somehow like rips it open, and you don't hurt the guy in it. You're like really on a hot streak right now. Give me a damage roll. Which
one's the 8?
That
Yeah,
one?
the 2 pyramids.
5 total.
That's the exact amount of damage you needed. So you bust these ropes open. That sounded weird and sexual. And this drunk guy just kind of like comes to as if it's like the morning after a night out. And he's like, whoa, what the fuck? Cool. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Great. Cool. And now it's Vince's turn.
Okay. Which goblin is closest to me?
The one that, wait, never mind. I was going to say when you left to go attack the net, you would have gotten an opportunity attack from the goblin that hit you, but you teleported, so you're fine.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Cool. So that goblin is, because you were by the window as well.
Right.
Yeah, you were standing together, and then a goblin ran up and hit him. So
right.
that
goblin.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And he took damage from me.
Yes, the one that has a slash in its back and is like, oh, that kills, dude.
Oh, you think that kills? You think that kills?
Huh?
Nat 1.
9 plus 5. 9 plus 5.
14.
14.
That just misses. So unfortunately. I will say though,
Sneaky bastard.
you're not in melee, or I mean, you weren't until you would have taken like maybe 5 feet of movement to get up to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So before your attack, if you wanted, this is just me always playing rogues and knowing how they work well. You could try and hide again with your bonus action, which would then give you advantage on this attack.
I'm going to do that.
Great. So give me a retroactive stealth check. And then this guy will roll to perceive you, just like I'm being perceived by your audience.
14 plus 7.
14 plus 7? Okay,
Yeah.
I doubt he can.
Smell my farts.
Nope. So effectively, the 2 people that this goblin was standing by disappear. And he's just like, oh, fuck, what the hell? And then suddenly, a knife is at his neck from behind him. And you can roll that attack again. This is your advantage.
10 plus 5.
15, that hits.
Yeah.
Nice. Do your damage with sneak attack. So you can add the d6 to your d4.
1 plus 3 plus 5.
is obviously
9.
9 damage.
It's becoming a math test.
It is.
Yeah.
It is cool. So, you are able to successfully slit this goblin's throat after it sees something unexplainable, and then it meets God.
Eat my eye. Eat my blade.
Eat my,
Whatever
eat my
this.
iron.
Yeah, eat whatever this is.
It hears a very bungled threat, and then it dies. Great.
Exactly how it would have went.
Okay, cool. Now it'll be Spindulous's turn.
Yes. Who wants it next?
So you are. There's one right near you that attacked you, but it missed. Or you could run over. Well, actually, you only see this one because the other one is out the window, and the other one died.
Wait, how many are left? I thought there were 2 left.
Oh, there's 2 left. Yes, I forgot there was an additional one. There's 2 by you.
2 by me?
2 by you. One has just died, and one is outside.
Okay. How close are they to me and to each other?
You're all like about as close as we are right now.
I cast my cold breath on both of them.
Yes, I'm sure you can. Let me see. Yeah, you can hit both of these guys. So what do? They need to do a dexterity save. Both of these guys, you rear back and let loose a barrage of cold breath on these 2 goblins, one of whom fails. What is your damage for that? Let's see. Oh, you'll roll a d10, which is not done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any plus to that? Any
I think no. I think it's just a d10.
5.
Nice. You describe killing this goblin with your cold breath.
Have you ever felt...
You're somehow monologuing with cold breath coming out.
That's what's chilling him. In his bones, he feels the cold from within spreading out into every pore of his body.
Is he monologuing again?
This is like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Batman and Robin.
As this goblin dies, he goes, "Are you putting that voice on?" Great.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! How did we get 2 different Batman villain references in one team?
It's all from your voice.
How many more movies do we got? Let's keep going.
Okay, cool. So next,
This is just trying different voices.
next is this other goblin that succeeded on its save against the breath weapon. So it's going to attack you.
The one that I hit, was it the one that already had the damage on it?
No, that's the one that Vince just killed.
Wait.
The one that
Didn't I
ran
hit
away
2 of
from you.
them?
Did you hit 2 before?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's why it died just then, because it already had damage on it. Yeah.
So no, there's 1 left and 1 out the window.
Yes, and the one that is left is looking hurt.
Okay.
Yeah. That was just your bonus action, your breath weapon.
Yes.
So you have an action.
I sure do. And he's right by me, so I could just attack, right?
Yeah, you can just swing with your great axe.
Cool.
D20 plus
20 plus
4. Woof.
2 plus 4, so 6.
It's a 6.
Misses.
What?
2 plus 4 is 6, so it misses.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sure does.
I'm learning.
No, that's it. Hey.
He's learning, folks.
So you do this breath weapon, and then you sort of spin around with your great axe and just miscalculate it because you're trying out a new voice. Slam the axe down into the wood floor.
Off screen, Zephyra is like just laughing her ass off and like trying, and like I literally just hide again, and I'm just like, oh my god, what a fucking idiot! Sorry.
I tell the goblin, she's over there.
This goblin attacks you back and does a 15 hit you.
Yes, it does.
Does, okay. It's able to pierce through the single wolf pelt.
But I still have rage.
True, that is true. So again, it's 5 damage halved to 2.
All right.
Great. That was the goblin's turn. Now it's the net goblin's turn, who is very hurt and has failed in its mission to capture this thing. I guess we'll just take out its sword and swing at you. Ooh, 21, which is what they got last time.
Yep. No more rage this time either.
No more rage?
It only lasts to the end of the next turn. So your rage has also expired.
No, it stays. It only goes away if you don't do damage.
Does my damage count for having hit the net successfully?
I will say it does. Yes.
Okay.
So you both still have your rage up.
Cool.
No, I didn't hit him. Oh, wait. Yes, I did because I hit the cold breath. Okay.
Yeah. You're both good. Ooh, only 3 damage, half to 1, so you take 1. That's that guy's turn. You know what? And he's also going to try and run away. So you get an attack on him.
Hell yeah. That's 22.
That definitely hits.
God.
4 and 2 is 6.
All right, describe how you kill this goblin.
I take my light little hammer that just busted open those ropes, right? You use the word busted.
I did say busted.
And I bust this little goblin's head right open.
A lot of busting
A
going on.
lot of busting.
Busting makes me feel
This goblin's head busts
She's
everywhere.
just saying that in the corner under a
That's what I'm
table.
saying. That made me more uncomfortable than the blood spurting.
Great. So now you're outside with Zephyra and this drunken guy, and you have movement if you want to go anywhere.
I want to go over to him and check on him.
To the drunk guy?
Yeah.
Okay. You see he's just quite incoherent and is just whoa, what happened? What's going on? Who are you?
I'm the guy who just saved you.
Oh, hell yeah. And he daps you up. That's awesome, dude. That's really cool. Yeah, and you have a cool vibe too.
You too.
Thank you. Not a lot of people say that to me.
I could tell.
Huh?
Nothing. I didn't say it. That was Zephyr.
Who are those people? Or who are those goblins? Have you seen those goblins before?
There were goblins?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I just woke up. I was partying. Was this not part of the party?
Surprise.
See, I like his vibes.
Okay, all right.
Why am I covered in blood?
I could use some help in here.
Now it's Zephyr's turn.
Okay, there's one more?
Yeah, the one that Spindulus is fighting. And it looks fucked up.
Okay, I take out my short bow.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm in its eyesight, right?
Yeah. Through the window, I'll say you can get a shot off.
15 plus 5.
Definitely hits.
And 1d6. Do I have any other modifiers for this one, or?
No, just whatever your crossbow.
Okay.
Actually, you get sneak attack because you have sneak attack if you have advantage on the attack, or if there is an ally of yours.
Oh fuck yeah! So
within 5 feet of your target, and Spindulus is standing right next to this guy.
So 3 plus 3 plus what was the other one?
D6.
Another D6.
Yeah. I mean,
Plus
you're
4.
already. He's so dead.
Okay.
He had 3 hit points. Cool. So, Spindulus, as you try out your newest voice, a crossbow bolt whizzes past your ear and sticks into the goblin's head in front of you. New voice.
I mean, unexpected.
You see that arrow? Straight through. Straight through.
Great. So these goblins are defeated.
Sorry, I've been playing Final Fantasy VI a lot lately.
So you all reconvene back in the tavern, and Oriola, who I just remembered I was going to have be a part of the fight, and I just didn't do that. She's fixing her recently jammed crossbow. She's like, "Fuck! 1 second, I'll be in the mix. Just give me it." Oh,
those crossbows need to be oiled regularly.
yeah. I don't have to use it that often. It was in the basement. I just got it out.
Okay, well, next time there's a raid. How
Maybe
about you?
Jorston used to oil the crossbows.
What?
Can you stop talking about how he's not here, man?
I apologize for this guy's crassness.
You see, the drunk guy's like, "What do you mean? I like his vibe, dude."
Okay.
I thought that was a pretty insightful thing to say about Jorston. He honestly did oil the crossbows.
Thank you, drunk guy.
Yeah,
That
my
sounds
name's
like a
Silas,
euphemism.
by the way.
Silas.
Nice to meet you.
With a Z.
Huh?
With a Z?
No.
I'm not going to
Where?
ask. Never mind.
No, that's kind of a bad vibe. Cool. So Oriola is just like, oh my God, these were the same raiders that came the other day. Thank you so much for taking care of them. Now we can sleep a little bit better, hopefully.
Has this been happening often?
This is the second time we've seen them, but it's the exact same group. So I feel like they're like camping out. They were camping out nearby or something. They have specific beef with me and Jorston and all my homies.
Do you believe? What are homies?
You know, just like the people that you have in your home.
Are these the same ones that,
I
that
don't
took
have
your...
a home.
That's
My name is Spindulous.
That I did know. That I knew. Spindulous.
Are these the same that took your brethren?
Yeah,
Do you think there are more nearby?
I think probably. I mean, they took them and ran off, and now they're back. So they must have somewhere they're staying. But I don't know what their intentions are or anything like that. But for now, thank you for saving us. I was like about to get in the mix and just like fuck them up. But yeah.
No, I saw.
Yeah, thank
saw,
you.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm having trouble pinning down your point of view. Are you pro me?
I was never not pro you.
Okay, you were just talking a lot about Jorston. In a
I
way
was
that-
trying to empathize.
Okay. Thank you for trying.
I'm a vibe.
According to some, she like narrows her eyes at Silas. Please finish your meals. Have another drink if you like. You're welcome to anything we can provide you with here. Lodging, food. Yeah. Thanks.
Can I check the goblins to see if there's anything on them? that
Oh,
could
yeah,
give
can we loot all?
information?
Yeah, definitely. Give
all.
me an investigation check. Why don't each of you do it?
That's D20.
Yeah.
2.
17 and
plus-
3, so 20.
16 plus 4, so 20.
Great.
So I know nothing and they'll know everything.
Yes. So, Spindulous and Zephyra, as you approach a couple of these dead goblins, you see like they just have like rusty swords that aren't necessarily better than yours or anything. They don't have much on them.
Oh, look at this crap.
But with your high investigation rolls, I'll say you notice like coming out of one's nose and the other one's eye are these little like peculiar, grotesque little worms.
What the
They like slither out and start like inching along. the
Dragon
ground.
guy. Come, what is this? Look at it.
You do it.
Are you seeing this?
I'm not touching that. You do it.
I don't want to touch
They're
it.
hauling ass, trying to get out of the
Harriet,
tavern.
teleport over and kill that thing.
Kill what thing?
The little bug thing.
I didn't see anything.
Can I just step on it, or is it like too fast?
No, you can step on it.
I do that.
Yeah, you just step on it. There's another one.
Oh my
I
god!
use my
what?
cold breath on it.
Cool. Okay, great. So Zephyra, I'll say as you step on it, you feel like it dies. It just like bursts beneath your boot. But you feel this like wave of like a psychic wave kind of go over your kind of goes over your body and unsettles you in this way that you've not experienced before. And it kind of like flashes you back to your memory being in the village during the pirate attack, and like where you would have had seared into your mind the faces of the people that were killed that day and the pirates that did it. You maybe even knew some of these people that you watched die. You see all of their faces are blank, just skin. And this is a village that you knew well, and it feels foreign to you. And you sort of feel your memory of that time like fading away from you. This like very important moment in your life you feel like you don't have anymore.
Oh no! I'm like, I'm transported back. I have like a instant emotional like. I'm like I've regressed.
Yeah.
I'm a kid again.
Yeah.
You know, all that fear is flooding back.
You see this this pirate that spotted you as he turns to you, face is just blank, and you see like almost like skin over a mouth.
It's him again.
Where he would have said, "I see you." You just hear, and he fades away into like nothing. And you feel as though this worm or whatever it is potentially psychically connected to has stolen this memory from you.
What the fuck?
And I'll say with your cold breath, you don't have that experience, and you don't do anything so that but you barely have your memory to begin with.
I don't even know that there's worms here.
You're really just on the vibe thing right now. You're just like
hanging out with Silas.
But the worm is like
Silas.
perfectly preserved in ice.
Oh, cool, yeah.
So I want to examine that.
I was gonna say I instantly be like, don't fucking step on the worms.
Cool. Yeah, I'll say this worm is preserved in ice, and you're able to grab it, and it's fine. And you can look into it, and you see it's still sort of alive in this thing. It's sort of like preserved, and you see its eye, like the light of life behind it. And you know what? Looking into its eye, give me an intelligence saving throw.
20.
Yeah, and I will say the DC is 15.
4 plus 1, so 5.
Okay, I'll say as you look into this worm's eye, you almost like are sucked into it psychically, and you see an image of this hateful, pulsating brain. It's just this brain floating in like void space, and you feel this endless amount of connections that it has, as if it's controlling a huge amount of beasts or creatures. It has this consciousness that spreads throughout a huge network. And I'll say on your sort of not great roll, you take some psychic damage. I will give you just a quick 3 psychic damage.
Is that separate than hit
Yeah,
points?
that won't be halved. No, psychic damage is, it'll be just your HP, your normal.
Oh, okay. So 3 you said?
Yeah. And you get this feeling that you're sort of connected to this brain momentarily, and you feel Zephyra almost, you feel like you can almost see that memory that was stolen from her floating towards the brain.
Whoa.
And then you snap out of it. Well?
What happened? Dragonborn, what happened?
Have you ever done DMT?
Dragons milk, turnips.
I don't know.
No, I mean those are just 3 letters to me.
Maybe you have and you don't remember.
Maybe. Right, Silas?
Hell yeah, brother.
You've definitely done DMT, yes.
I'm on DMT right now, brother. Did you see the brain?
Wait, you know about the brain?
What about the brain?
Wait, what? We all saw the brain?
I didn't see
What
a
are
brain.
you talking about?
What are you talking about?
He passes out. Great. So I'll say this night is sort of winding down, or at least this battle is. And Oriola has. That name is really funny to me. Oriola is, very thankful, and she offers up anything you might need, a place to sleep for the night. And I guess you get like, what do you want to do? You can do whatever you want. You can go to bed. You can try and.
Can we just like debrief on that? Like,
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so you stepped on the bug,
yep, yeah, that's what I did.
and then your eyes just kind of like went blank,
yeah,
like pure white, like there was nothing in them.
I tell Spinjula.
My name is Spindulous Driftveil.
Yeah, whatever. Like I tell him what I experienced in my brief. Like I come back, I'm in like a sweat. Yeah, and I'm like, ugh.
Wait, so you remember something you remembered that you don't remember anymore?
Is that what happened?
What are we talking about?
Someone catch
you.
Arion up.
All right, he stepped on a bug. His memory, forgive me. I will do better.
It is July.
All right, pride is over.
You just sit your scaly ass down and listen.
Damn it, you said something funny. Now we can't cut the joke. Okay. All right, so she stepped on a bug, and she remembered a pirate raid on her family and her hometown or whatever. And then,
How do you know it was a pirate raid?
because when I looked into the frozen bug, I saw this giant brain, and the memories seemed to be in a little cloud that flew toward the... Am I on DMT?
You don't think so?
No, I swear I'm not crazy. The memory went from her to a big brain, and then it hurt me.
Where was the brain?
Space.
Do you have your memories?
My memories will never leave me. Can I do a perception check or something on the mead we've been drinking?
Sure, yeah. Go for it.
14 plus 1.
15. Yeah, you feel confident in what you saw and that it's not the mead.
Okay, that was really weird.
Yes, weird indeed.
Are there more like worms coming out of like all of them or just one of them?
All of the goblins.
All of the goblins? Is this normal? Like I've never seen goblins like this before.
Did the other 2 worms get away?
Yeah, I guess so. I will say, I guess, give me anyone that wants to can give me a history check or perhaps Arcana.
3 and 4.
I'll check 2. 7 as well.
All right, let me... 14 and 1, so 15 again.
15. Okay. So you're not exactly sure what is going on, but you're adventurers. You know that there are all sorts of creatures of this plane and others, and you've heard tale of these terrifying creatures that don't even that live in space, that live in
The ether?
The heavens?
it's like D&D space.
Okay.
Fuck, I should look that up. But they're sort of like these mythical beasts called mind flayers.
Oh, shit.
And
I've seen Stranger Things.
yeah, you've seen renderings of them as these tall, creepy humanoids with tentacled mouths that allegedly feed on brains, and they're part of a hive mind that serves an entity called the Elder Brain, which controls all of them. And this feels like that, this sort of psychic connection, and like you saw a huge brain floating in space. It maybe feels like that. But you don't know if like there's a mind flayer around or what it all means. But you're maybe aware of like this kind of thing happening in like legends, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what next move do you want to make? I guess mechanically you could take a long rest and like get some of your rages back and your HP back, stuff like that. You could go out and hunt worms or whatever you want to do.
How's everyone doing? What's our health looking like?
18 out of 23.
20.
Out of
23.
23. Okay, a little banged up. Nothing.
I'm haunted by what I've seen. I look around the restaurant, tavern. Look around the tavern for books, anything that I can find that might have information.
I just ask our
Oriola.
Like I just tell her. I ask her like what you've experienced and if she's, I don't know.
You're talking about brain bugs?
Yeah, like have you?
Sounds
what?
like she doesn't know.
I don't know what the fuck.
I think it sounds like she does know. She just called them colloquially brain bugs.
Well, from your description, you were talking about
Oh, okay.
bugs
So you
that
don't-
made you see your brain.
Yeah, nothing. You haven't heard any.
I run a tavern in the middle of fucking
No,
nowhere.
no, like hot gossip.
No hot gossip from me,
about
from
brain
Oreo,
bugs.
from
Okay.
old Oriola.
All right. Yeah,
So
it's-
no-
figured it out.
No books of any kind in this.
We don't have a lot of literature. We have a stack. I guess you can do an investigation check for a book.
Yeah.
Do it.
11 plus 3, 14.
I'll say on a 14, you find like an old fairy tale style book that doesn't give you much more information than you would have already known about these mind flayers or the elder brain or anything like that. I guess new information you might get would be a depiction of these worms and that they are agents. They're used to be put in creatures to control them.
Mm.
So you might surmise that these goblins weren't acting of their own volition. They were being controlled by whoever was controlling these worms, whoever or whatever.
So a giant brain is putting worms in goblins to steal corpses.
Or something like that.
Oriola, can I have 2 flagons of ale?
Sure.
I go over to Silas and I wake him up.
Oh, hey, what's up, dude?
And I give him one of the ales.
For sure.
And I ask him if he knows anything about the brain bugs. Because they wanted him. They were taking him away.
That's right.
So.
And he said he saw the brain.
I'm curious about his connection.
Dude, all eyes remember? Little old Silas? I was drinking. I was having a damn drink. And then I went to bed. I'm pretty sure in like a normal place, or I don't know, probably on a table. And then I woke up and there was a net. And then I remember you. Yeah, you teleported.
You were awake for that? Stop it.
That's like a big part of what made me knew that you were a good vibe.
Aw.
You sort of like transcended into a vibe that moved from here to there and then recapitulated.
You should have seen that little goblin trying to get you over the window. It was funny.
You
would have loved it.
If I was awake, I probably would have thrown up.
Yeah.
I feel like I have like sort of a half awake memory of being jostled around. You get the feeling that Silas has no idea why they would want him specifically. But give me insight. Everyone can give me insight about Silas or like Silas's situation.
21.
Off a nat 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nat 20, critical success. So you're thinking about all of this. You're thinking about the last time the goblins came, and that Oriola said, seemingly like because of the ceremony, they, when they took Jorston to like do this ceremony and send him off into the afterlife, like right then is when the goblins came. And then you're thinking about Silas passing out after his drinks and the goblins coming. And you might realize that they're looking for incapacitated bodies. And what you have maybe learned from your book and just your memory of these sorts of fairy tales, mind flayers and their ilk are all about controlling the minds of beings and sort of like inhabiting their bodies. So you think that they came to get Silas because he was incapacitated.
So they can take over dead bodies as well?
You might think that, yeah.
Mm.
This is weird.
This goes deeper than we could have imagined.
But also, you get paid for this job.
Who would pay us?
I don't know. Let's keep it where, this might be an opportunity for us to, because, we're kind of low on dough, right?
Mm.
And if this person means something to Oriola, then, we could, we'll do it. We just...
Are you talking about trying to bring back Jorston's body so I can properly bury him?
Yeah.
Because I'd pay you for that.
And what greater cause to die for than to save all of existence from the mind flayers? I say we do it.
Cool.
I'm happy to help.
Okay. You're just kind of chill about it. You want money, which I get. I don't know. Your motivations are kind of scary to me.
He's like that to everyone.
Yeah.
He has a noble heart.
That's good.
I appreciate that. And I hope that we recover some of your memories through this journey into the mind flayer.
I think your memories are fine. It was my memories. Or wait. Oh, no, your memories as well. Oh, it might be connected.
Great. Well, you're happy. I'm happy to have you rest up, restock here. If you'd like, however you want to proceed to bring back my beloved Jorston's body. So I may send him.
I think, based on however many HP we have, one of us should stay awake because Spindulus, like you told us, they come for the incapacitated.
Mm.
So whoever has the most hit points should stay awake while the other two rest. And hopefully when we wake up, we can go get Jorston's body back.
Well, I have the lowest health, but I do see the best in the dark.
Zephyra?
Can I roll deception?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, fuck yeah.
On us?
No, on like, I'll just tell you. Like, I'll do the whole switcheroo where I'm like, oh, I'm not in the bed. I'm hiding. And you hit pillow, or you uncovered pillows.
Take your long rest, not in the bed, but like put something in the bed to look like.
Yeah, that I'm
the
like.
ring wraiths
Yeah.
in Bree.
Yeah,
Okay,
in a
cool.
fellowship. All right.
In that case, give me stealth. Actually, give me, I guess, stealth and deception because you're hiding and making a little decoy.
Yeah. 15 plus 7 stealth.
Great.
Cool. And
Very stealthy.
Deception. 10.
10. Okay. 10 deception for your little decoy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say a little bit of hay is peeking out from under the sheet. You can kind of tell.
She thinks we can't see. That's a scarecrow.
But you have no idea where she is. Just that she left this mid decoy.
It was very last minute. I
didn't know this was happening. Cool. So you want to go up and like do this plan of taking a long rest with one person staying up.
I'm very tired, guys. I'm gonna go up, get some shut eye.
Cool. There's Oriola shows you up to the one room that there is above the tavern with 3 little twin beds in a row. One of which Zephyra sets up a little bale of hay under the sheets and then fucking disappears into the walls or something. And what are you two doing?
You got hurt. I'll stay awake.
No, I'll stay awake. I have the best dark vision.
Do you want that?
Yes, I will put my life on the line for this cause.
Oh my god, just fucking pick one.
Did you hear that coming from the walls?
Did the hay just speak? Did that little...
You're downstairs. I'm upstairs.
Everybody's in the room now.
Yeah, no, we're
okay.
We're deciding what the sleeping arrangements are.
Sorry, I was upside down.
Cool. So Spindula stays up.
Yes.
And Harryon goes to sleep in the farthest little twin bed that you are like twice as big as.
My limbs hang off the edges.
Yeah, you have to sleep like with your legs bent and your feet on the ground.
I don't want him to know that I wanted to give him 2 beds that he could fit into because I appreciated that he said something nice about me.
But you let him sleep.
What?
Shit, was that out loud?
And Spindula sits, I'll say, in a chair in the corner of the room. He sits in the cook chair of the room.
We have to drop the Pornhub sample right here.
I'll just do it right now. Oh, actually, I don't know how it goes.
Also, copyright.
Right, for sure. Okay, cool. So Harryon and Zephyr go to sleep, and Spindula stays up on guard.
And that is where we'll end it for this week. Tune back in next week to see what becomes of our 3 heroes here. Thank you all so much for listening, and we'll see you next time on Filler.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Filler. If you liked what you heard, please rate and review this episode to help others find it. For more recommendations and explorations of media we love, go to afterschoolspecial.xyz. Follow Filler on Blue Sky and email us at fillerpod@gmail.com. See you next time.